So Wolves finally win away against Arsenal in the Premier League. First win at the Emirates, fantastic result. Really, really good performance, I thought. Obviously, first thoughts of the game have to go to Raul Jimenez and his terrible, terrible injury. Hopefully, he will make a recovery, but it was a gut-wrenching couple of minutes when he was on the floor. They, clearly out cold, and hopefully it's not something that's going to keep him out for the rest of the season, or perhaps even longer than that. You had to worry in those first instances. It's good news that he's conscious in hospital, and hopefully with the level of support that he'll have at the minute, he will only be out for a short period of time. And the sooner he can be back, the better. Despite, I think, being thrown in the deep end, Fabio Silva, I think, is a little bit out of his depth at the minute, but he showed some really, really good touches and turns at some point in the second half, but I think it's going to take him a little while to really settle into the team. But he may be offered a little spell in the team at the minute now, which will be really, really positive for him, and hopefully he can grab this opportunity with both hands. If you're wondering as well, by the way, I'm coming up towards the end of November. There will be a link in the description if you want to donate. I'll be really, really grateful. I've raised £150 already. It'd be really, really great if I could make that £200. So if you have got a spare pound, then please donate. But back to the game. Again, four at the back. Those of you who followed this channel for a long time, you know that I've been a huge advocate for playing four at the back for a long, long time, probably a year and a half now or so, something like that. And I've been critical of Nuno's reluctance to experiment in certain games, like the Reading League Cup game last year, for example, was a perfect opportunity to try something different. Or some of the games in Europe last year, I thought were the time to experiment. But as it was pointed out on the commentary, having the extra time and the chance to train for a whole week between games now has left Nuno this chance to experiment. And although we had all our attacking options on the pitch pretty much at the start of the game, which I was critical on Twitter about, I think that we have actually got quite a balanced team now because of Moutinho and Dendoncker playing in front of that back four. Offers us a lot of protection, and then the attacking players, proved that they're much better going forward with that extra man in midfield, and it's something that I've been banging the drum for a long, long time. It's really pleasing to see it happening, and really pleasing to see that it is working, and people are generally more entertained by the games in the recent weeks. I think it probably took the Leicester game and how bad that game was to get back to this point. So I'm really pleased with the performance and the result today. The second goal as well I thought was magnificent. I thought it was the counter-attacking Wolves at their very best, which we haven't seen for a long, long time. And things are starting to look on the up in terms of fans coming back into grounds, vaccines and stuff like that. And perhaps it won't be quite as long as we'd have first thought before we were seeing a game again. Hopefully before the end of this season we'll see a game back at the Molineux, and that's all really we care about at the minute. I personally am not too fussed about our league position. The league's so tight. I think it's 3 points to separate third from 15th, which is just insane, and it shows if we can put together a really consistent run from now until January, February time, whenever halfway the season will be, then I think we could really have a push for the top four, which I know sounds a little bit ridiculous, but I've said it for a couple of years. We have to be aiming for that sort of level of competition, and we can. We've got the players to do so. We've got players who've played in the Champions League before, and we've got players who've won titles in other clubs. We need to really push and really go for that. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments, and I'll see you next time Wolves win from the fairest of fair weather YouTubers. Bye-bye.